Baby, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Emperor of an Alderaan and the Kyber Empire, the king of Joby Mobile Games, the director of the video game division, among many other fancy titles. But the most important thing is you're on Arnold HoloNet News, the only news you'll ever need because you have no other choice. But we have some interesting stuff we got to talk about today. We have our first look at kind of a teaser of Dr. Aphra's kit, the release date for her event as well, and we got a pretty massive data mine showing us our first gameplay look of the UI. And I gotta say, if you're a Battlefront 2 2005 fan, you're gonna love what they did, I think. So let's go hop on over and talk about the number one thing that I want to bring to your guys' attention. They've definitely dragged on this Dr. Aphra thing. It's gonna be the last main character, I suspect, for this year of 2022. My gosh, the time flies, my friends. But here we go. Main thing you gotta know is she's available December 14th. So next Wednesday, I hear there's this like newly installed emperor of some new empire that's also great at mobile games. I don't know, I hear things, but they're gonna be live testing this character. Really looking forward to seeing what this character has to bring. But you know, we don't have the kit reveal. I suspect that's gonna be Tuesday, the day before the event. Let's check it out. Aphra's doctorate may be in archaeology, but her true passion is treasure hunting. Basically the Indiana Jones of Star Wars, if you still have not caught up on what Dr. Aphra is all about. An unpredictable nature leads her on chaotic adventures in which she must use her wits and inventions to come out on top most of the time. From Darth Vader to Luke Skywalker, Aphra's colleagues have run the gamut, but her trusty droids have never let her down. Okay, there was that one time where Trip and BT led a crime syndicate on Song Tool and blackmailed her into serving a Let's not get bogged down in the details. Furthermore, Aphra and her droids, the main thing I kind of want to put out there, gives me like Tarkin vibes, where the more potency, the more damage they do. Let's check it out. Aphra and her droids like debuff, so she can siphon potency from enemies and do damage based off her potency. And that sounds just like Tarkin. With more potency, you do more damage. That's what we've been seeing with this season's datacrons, of tons of potency on Tarkin. With her special abilities, Dangerous Tech and Rogue Archaeology. Her leader ability, Suspended Doctorate, and unique ability, Droid Servant, provide her with the opening turn meter as well as speed for her droids. Furthermore, they will gain turn meter when they are critically hit or inflict a debuff. That sounds pretty nuts, actually. I mean, especially, goodness, BT does some pretty interesting AoE stuff, so I'm really curious to see what that's going to look like, so they waste no time in their quest for destruction. So we all knew BT and Aphra are gonna be part of the team. What's gonna be the 5v5 team? And she is designed for 5v5, even though we were worried because of the 3v3 Omicrons on the droids. But they say her Omicron abilities are active in 5v5 Grand Arenas to complement her droids Omicrons in 3v3 Grand Arenas. So what I'm worried about, the way this sounds like is, all right, 5v5, you're gonna need her Omicrons. In 3v3, you're gonna need the droid Omicrons. So is this gonna be like a team where I gotta have like 5 Omicrons? Ooh, I'm not sure. Let's not get too worried about that, but I hope that's not the case. I don't want... Tuskens are like the only 3v3 Omicron I like. You know, it's also the only 3v3 besides these guys, but it's I don't know, it's cute. It's a leftover team, but I'm not looking forward to having it 5v5 and 3v3 Omicrons to make a new legendary character operate, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves because we don't know that. So the squad can exact a plethora of domination in that game mode. While her Omicrons are active, she does more damage based on her potency, grants extra speed, and turn meter to herself and to her droids, can protect her droids with damage immunity. They love throwing that damage immunity. Hey, how do we make this character better? I don't know. Throw in some damage immunity when they fall too low on health. So think of a Rey situation. And exacts quick revenge by inflicting a slew of damage over times for each relic level they have if they are defeated. Ooh, interesting. But starting on December 14th, add Dr. Aphra to your roster and the all-new Rogue Archaeologist Legacy event. Create mayhem with her and her droids, so that they can be long remembered. All right, so I'm looking forward to this. I'm curious to see what this character's going to look like. Grand Arena focus, you have my attention. If it was Territory Warriors, I'd be like, snooze, catch me later on it. But we'll give it some time. I'm just hoping my concern about this doesn't come to fruition. I don't really want to get 5 Omicrons to like get a team operational, but let's not worry too much about that. Let's move on over to the territory battle data mine. As always, SWGOH events, the data miners killing it. They pulled out some really interesting stuff in the data mine. Now I'm gonna try to play this without getting my video taken. That's how much I love you guys, but they pulled out basically the UI gameplay. And at first I was like, oh, come on, seriously, this is the best you guys could do for me. But here, turn on the music. We'll play a little bit of the sound effects. So depending on the path you go down, the music's going to change. Now, a lot of us don't play with music on. I don't really play with music on unless I'm on the go using my holo pad, but all right, well, let's try to appreciate it a little bit. So at first, it looks nothing special, But when they zoom in, it reminds me, it brings back fond memories of Galactic Conquest of 2005 Battlefront. Check it out. So zoom in. This literally looks just like the Galactic Conquest, right? Inside of Battlefront 2005. It looks great. So here's going to be all of our variety of missions that we have here. It's kind of hard to read. I don't speak a German, unfortunately, but I'm guessing that's a ship battle. If I had to guess, you have combat missions. This is going to be their operations down here, which is the new platoons. I know I'm so behind on like giving my full fleshed out thoughts on the new territory tomorrow for sure. Once I finish these graphics that take forever to make. Same deal, you zoom in. Here's like the med station right here. Another dark side thing. This is dark side, right? This is the dark side path. Yeah, dark side path. Same drill. It looks like it. Can you go back in for a second, Gary? Yeah, zoom, zoom, zoom. Enhance, enhance. So I'm guessing again, that's operations. You have a special mission right there. Got some combat missions going on. I'm guessing that's where the deploy is going to be up here. Let's see. So, all right. So here they're going to transition, I think, into the light side here. Boy, we're definitely playing a YouTube today, aren't we? Here we go. Let's hit it. All right. So you get a different set of music, right? It just, you got to give credit where credit's due. They could have definitely done something very lazy and just make it like, this, that's it. I appreciate they want that extra effort, and it really, again, I'm playing this freaking game because it's Star Wars. It's not because they do a good job or the game inherently itself is great. It's not. It's freaking Star Wars. I want to feel like I'm visiting the planet. So amazing. Let's see. I think there's also the middle path. We'll hear the music there as well for when you go into the scum villainy mix path here. Let's pause it. Turn on the audio. Zoom in real quick. Enhance, enhance. So we're zooming in now. No, they kind of zoomed out of that one pretty fast. Got some. So you see what I'm getting? It legitimately, I mean, for me, my favorite game as a Star Wars fan, like if I had to pick one, if there was a gun pointed at my head, Battlefront 2 2005 was the game I probably dumped the most hours, days, weeks playing. And I still pick it up from time to time to this day. It's a masterpiece Star Wars game. And seeing this, man, it brings back fond memories. So it's in a way kind of bringing back that Galactic Conquest type of vibe. So I'm assuming that's where they got their inspiration from. I think it's a great thing, and I'm glad they put at least some effort into the UI and not just some plain looking, here's a red path, here's a blue path, here's a yellow path. So really cool stuff. But they have some other stuff that they uncovered as well. So this is pretty much all the different zones that we talked about, all the different planets we're going to visit as well. So that kind of was summarized in that little video that we have there. But let's move up a little bit here. We have some other stuff. So if you missed the video the other day, there's a card in the top right hand corner. If Gary actually remembers to put it, yeah, up there, Gary. Yeah. What is your purpose, anyways? So we have a couple of hold on. We have some kit stuff that we have in regards to some of the characters. We saw Crosshair, Galen Urso, Jocasta Nu. We talked about maybe she's gonna get like a lightsaber gun. Funny story. Oh boy, partisan fighters, purge troopers. So these kits are definitely TB battle units. So again, this doesn't mean they're never going to come as characters to get. I suspect a lot of these characters like Crosshair, as well as the Pikes, are probably going to happen sometime down the road. And especially, I don't expect these to be the kits that we are going to get. But let's see if we did get it for ourselves. This is the TB enemy stuff. So let's say Crosshair, for example. Deal physical damage to target enemy, which can't be evaded. This will critically hit if able to. Deal physical damage to target enemy, which can't be evaded, and gain stealth for 2 turns. Unique ability, whenever another ally assists, CT9904 Crosshair assists. Whenever another ally in the leader slot uses special ability, he's going to get 100% turn. Now that sounds pretty nice. That's probably a lot of turns. Man, imagine, it could be any lead. What if it was like Lord Vader in the lead or something? Ooh, that sounds interesting. Galen Urso. Mostly it looks like a passive support type of character. All allies recover 5% protection health and turn meter on a basic. Special ability, it says give all allies a stack of overcharge for 2 turns and 20% turn meter. Overcharge gives 20% off. It's overcharge is something we've only seen, I believe, with the Grievous Malevolence. Unique ability, at the start of each ally's turn, they gain one of the following buffs: critical hit immunity, foresight, tenacity, interesting stuff. If there are no allied combatants, so he seems more or less like a Wat Tambor. Herbert Yoda. Unique ability, whenever an ally gains health and protection, they gain an additional 30% of that amount recovered. Oof. Additionally, at the beginning of each ally's turn, that ally has a 50% chance to reduce its cooldowns by 1. Ooh, cooldown reducing machine. Again, I really hope we see Galen Urso as a playable character. Imagine they somehow work up the Krennic thing a bit more. And I'm assuming it's going to be an Imperial tag. Jocasta Nu, unfortunately, does not look like she's going to have her lightsaber rifle. Jocasta rolling up with the AK lightsaber here. Deal physical damage to target enemy with a 50% chance to reduce Jocasta News cooldowns by 1. Each ally recovers health equal to 40% of Jocasta News max health, so kind of like a Barris thing. With the 50% chance, granting Jocasta 25% turn meter. At the start of each of her turns, she repeats the ability she used during her last turn. Oh man, does not affect her cooldowns though. So if she does this, that's 50% turn meter, tons of max health regeneration. Dang, that sounds annoying. Partisan Fighters. Some people thought maybe this was either a reference to Saw Gerrera and the Partisan Fighters. We kind of got a little whiff of that inside of the Andor show, I believe. And some people thought maybe this was the friend of Cal Kestis at the beginning of Jedi Fallen Order. Not sure. You would think they'd have a dedicated name if that was. It's probably the same species, but I'm not sure if it's that exact character. Special damage to target and or physical damage to target enemy with 50% chance to call another partisan ally. Just a lot of assisting going on. 10% health protection generation for each partisan ally, defense up, and retribution. The unique abilities seem pretty nuts on these characters. Each time a character falls below 70% health, dispel all debuffs on it and grant the strongest partisan ally 1 stack of resilient defense. Interesting. Whenever a partisan fighter is damaged while they have resilient defense, they gain speed up to all allies for 2 turns and have a 50% chance to gain 100% turn meter. Man, that sounds like a B2. Purge Trooper. And we have some, we have some Pike Sentinels stuff that we got to talk about as well. Purge Trooper. A lot of people excited about this. I think this is definitely coming next year. I mean, you're telling me they're not going to do any cross promotion with the new Jedi series that's coming out, Jedi Survivor? Deal physical damage to target enemy, inflict a stack of Purge, maximum of 6. Then if the target has 3 stacks of Purge, inflict burning. Interesting. If the target doesn't have it. Physical damage to target enemy on the special, consume all stacks of Purge. For each stack of Purge, deal 20% additional damage, so 120% extra damage potentially. If 6 stacks were consumed, oh man, give me this for my Inquisitors. If 6 stacks are consumed, instantly defeat target enemy. Enemies defeated so it can't be revived. It's a Death Trooper 2.0, game set match, no revive. Wow, no encore. Special ability number 2, recover 30% health protection, gain critical hit immunity, protection up, and taunt. So it's a taunting character. Interesting. When Purge Trooper is defeated, inflict 3 stacks of Purge on a character defeated him, which can't be evaded or resisted. Grant all Empire Inquisitors allies offense up for 2 turns. All right. First look at Pikes. Again, one of the things that were alleged for next year is the Pikes are coming. Well, we see them here. That's a step 1. Pike Sentinel. So I'm guessing the Grunt. Deal physical damage to target enemy with a 50% chance to inflict Provoked, which can't resist. I think Fifth Brother's the only other one of Provoked, if I remember. Deal physical damage to all enemies, inflict ability block for 2 turns on all enemy. That counterattack, which can't be evaded or resisted. So kind of like, yeah, and so it's, yeah, basically kind of digging into what Fifth Brother does. Whenever a non-droid enemy, interesting, non-droid, very specific, attacks out of turn, Pike Sentinel gains 15% turn if they have less than 75% turn. Oh man, yikes. So wow, non-droid, that's a very specific call out. So yeah, anyone else, they're just gonna keep getting tons of turn meter. Wow. The Captain, only 2 abilities. Physical damage to target with a 50% chance to call an ally to assist, inflict provoked on all enemies for 2 turns but can't be resisted and call an ally. And then we have, are these ships? Let's see. Yeah, it's a ship. Yeah, it's a freighter, Y66 light freighter. We have the Y2400 here. We have the VCX 100. Hold on. Why aren't any of these ringing a bell here? Hold on. Let's pull these up. And I also have some, just some more artwork. I suppose in-game art that was data mined as well. If you guys want to check out some of these models a bit more, because we saw the profile pictures, but we did not see here. Bring them on here. What are you doing? Bring them on over here, buddy. Okay. They have clearance to check this out. There you go. So here's your look at the Purge Trooper that we have right here. Here's looks like, I'm guessing it says Zori Bliss. Ignore that. That's just placeholder stuff that the data miners probably use. Let's see. We have another one. I'm guessing, yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. Okay, it looks like the same characters, a different profile. Here's Cham. Check this out. Cham Syndulla. I gotta admit, I never imagined they would come, but here they are. Cham Syndulla. Dang, he looks happy to be in an 8 polygon format. Here's some more Pikes that we have. This is probably the Pike Sentinel. This is probably the Pike Captain that we have there, kind of like we saw from Book of Boba Fett. And this is Galen Urso. Right here, Kyber expertise. I gotta ask him a few things. Here's Crosshair, right there. And unfortunately, Jocasta knew no lightsaber rifle, which was one of the funniest things I've learned about Star Wars recently. And it's canon, which is the best thing about it. So really cool stuff. Tomorrow, we're gonna go more in depth in this territory battle. I've been kind of just giving like, you know, random little tidbits how I feel, how it's absurd. Relic Knights need platoon, and and how this game is more of a long-term game. There's a lot of factors. So tomorrow I have graphics that break down pretty much everything you need to know initially about this new territory battle. So be sure to stop on by tomorrow. Next week's gonna be busy. Territory battle starts, I believe, December at the 8th. No, not 8th, goodness gracious. December 12th is when the new TB shows up. Actually, before I let him go, Gary, can you bring it back over? New TB starting up in 3 days. So yeah, December 12th-ish. So Monday next week, territory battle starts. Dr. Aphra on Wednesday. It's gonna be a busy week, my friend, and that's the way I like it. Thank you for so much for stopping by. Leave that like, comment down below. Let me know what you're looking forward to out of all this stuff we showcased today. I know the problem is this territory is really only applicable for like 2% of people. We'll talk more about that later. Jeez. But you know what? Make sure you subscribe so you're joining our ever-growing empire, so you can as well say how it's great to be in the empire.